But now we welcome back Ronald Simpson onto the show so he can tell us how to perfectly order our food for maximum impact. Welcome back to the show, Ronald.
Always delighted to be here.
It's lovely to have you on because you always give us some really fascinating facts about food. And,
great.
you know, I love having you on the show. So today we're talking about how to get that balance.
Acid,
right? Okay.
What I'd like to do is as a prelude to why, there's always a reason why you should do something.
Yeah.
The statistics are really alarming. In Europe and in America and basically in England as well, once you reach the age of 70, right, 1 in 3 will get cancer. 1 in 3 will get arthritis or some sort of joint pain, and 1 in 3 will get dementia or Alzheimer's. Right? The age of 70 is amazing because 92% of men over 70 cannot lift 10 kilos over their head. Right? So it's very important that what is the relationship of cancer and joint pain and dementia to acid and alkaline balance, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to show you the actual slide. The pH is an interesting word. That's called the power of hydrogen. Right? It's an ion, which is like a small amount of electricity, right? So you'll notice it's red here, and then 7 is neutral, right? Now, this is very, like sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, very heavy, right? And then from here is alkaline. Now, the human body is 80% alkaline. That's designed that way. 80% alkaline, 20% acid. If you get that right, you just stop, you slow aging down, you stop aging, and you just keep going. Yeah.
Wow.
Now, the problem is that we're supposed to be about 8.
Okay.
As a balance, right? Now, when you drink water, you're actually drinking about 6.8. So you're drinking a lot of water, like tap water. So you are heavily involved in that 6.8. So you're more acidic. Which is causing problems already. And then when you move to the next stage, which is like acid foods, you can vary anywhere from 3 to say 6.
I thought water was good for you.
It's not when it's tap water.
Okay.
It's got to be preferably alkaline water. Alkaline water will take you about 7.4, 7.5.
So when we look on the bottles, should you pH?
Very few bottles are alkaline. There's only one company that I know of that is at 7.4 guaranteed. Okay. And if you drink that every day, like 2 or 3 litres, your whole body becomes 80% alkaline, 20% acid.
And if you'd like to know what that company is, you can get in touch with us on info@chrissybshow.tv because we're not allowed to say it on the programme, but I'll get Ronald to tell me and then I can let you guys know.
Fantastic. Okay. So let's look at the next slide. Now, what happened is the symptoms of acidosis, which means that the 20% has gone out of whack. So if instead of being 20% acid and 80% alkaline, you are now 30% acid, 70% alkaline, and so on. Right? I've seen people that have become so much acidosis, they're actually 80% acid. Oh wow! And 20% alkaline. They've got joint pain. They've got reflux. They've got central problems like sleeplessness, headache, loss of consciousness, coma, muscular problems, intestinal problem, respiratory problem, heart problem, all of that caused by this excess acid. Okay. Once your body moves away from 20% acid into 25%, 30%, 40%, you are already starting to get diseased. Of course. You're not at ease. Okay. You get it? Let's look at the next slide. Now, this guy there is a famous guy, Dr. Otto Warburg. In 1931, he won the Nobel Prize winner for cancer discovery. And look what he said. No disease. Right? The word disease is interesting. You're not at ease. So you've got dis-ease, you see. No disease, including cancer, can exist in an alkaline environment. How powerful is that? Wow. In 1931, he said that. And he's been proven right again and again and again. And he won the Nobel Prize. So this guy was very smart. So I picked up on that. So then I'm going to show you the next slide about how you achieve that in this alkaline environment, right? Now, as I said, you need to have 20% acid forming and 80% alkaline. There's nothing wrong with acid as long as it's the 20%. Right
quantity, okay.
And then alkaline. That's got to be the pattern. Now, every patient I've ever seen is usually the other way around. Right? Okay. Let's look at the next one. Now, I'm going to give you a bit of a pattern. Now, for example, a balanced meal, 20% acidic, 80% alkaline. Now, there's nothing wrong with sardines, but it's acidic. So you have to look at the sardines and say, okay, it's acidic, so that represents 20%.
Yeah.
Now, what I found to be the ideal combination, you eat the sardines, but then that's the 20% acidic, and then what gives you the alkaline part is raw cucumber with the skin on.
Yeah.
Must have the skin on. Broccoli lightly steamed, red cabbage raw grated, 20 ladies' fingers or okra lightly steamed, right?
Yeah.
And then you add the absolute grace period, which is you then have the parsley, the thyme, ginger, basil.
Okay.
When you combine that, you are getting the absolute maximum digestion to get that 20-80%.
Okay.
You get it? Now that's one type of chemistry. The other type, next one. If you do rice, for example, we do a system where we do 40% brown, 40% red, and 20% wild. Okay. Now, but that will produce acid in your tissues. But so you have a plate of rice.
Yeah.
Then what you do is you have a large amount of kale. Kale's phenomenal. Carrots with the leaves on. You can cook the sleeve. Beetroot with the leaves on.
Yeah.
Aubergine or eggplant, and then the herbs for that: chives, coriander, mint. When you have that, you have a very good tasty meal, and you again in balance. You notice we change from sardines to rice.
Yeah.
The rice will be acidic, sardine will be acidic, but the rest of it is balanced accordingly. These are the best combinations, right? Okay, next one. Now, going back to that, so remember what I said. When you drink water or you're out of balance, what actually happens is that you're going to be like about 6.4, which means you're acidic, because remember 7 is neutral.
Yeah.
So that is definitely acidic because it's on this side of the ledger, right?
Yeah.
But if you're there, that's where your food should be, 80%, right? And you can have some foods that'll take you to 14, like some really green foods, like dandelion leaf. It'll give you very high alkaline. So later on I can give you another talk where we actually show you the most advanced foods for high level alkalinity. And then the foods that give you more acidity. For example, if you're eating a certain type of hamburger with lots of butter, lots of fried foods, you are looking at about 4, 5. Which, if you're eating just that and no salad, you will really straight into the acid.
So it's not that you can't have certain things; it's that you need to balance it.
You need to balance it,
the alkaline stuff.
And by the way, it needs to be balanced at breakfast, at lunch, and at dinner. Because if you have, let's say, a lot of acid foods at breakfast, you're already acidic. You must complement the alkalinity at breakfast. So you could, otherwise, at the end of the day, when you add the acidity, you might be at 30% acidity, 70% alkalinity. It's got to be breakfast, lunch, dinner, balanced 20-80.
But Ronald, for this sort of average person that's not going to really sit there working out, okay, I need 20% of this, 80%. It's quite a lot to kind of calculate. Is there another way of sort of knowing whether you're having? Good
question. I'll explain it to you. There's your stomach, which is here, basically is your two fists. Okay, there's if you look at a baby, if you look at a big guy, that's the stomach. That is your stomach, right?
Okay.
So the very easy way to do it, you look at, say, meat, fish, chicken, sardines, turkey, that's how much you eat. 2 knuckles.
Okay.
So basically 2 knuckles, right? It's not much, that's right. So 2 knuckles. And then the rest of it, like those 2 here and those ones, is vegetables or fruits.
What about the carbs though, like the rice and the...
Well, when you eat the rice, that all goes into the acid part.
So the meat and the... Really?
Yes. Yeah, a lot of carbs are acidic.
Yeah.
Right, so it'll fit in there.
I have to cut down.
Right? If you've got a big stomach, you could have, say, 4 knuckles and about vegetables and fruits to 80% like that. Because vegetables and fruits, herbs, are alkaline. But meat like fish, chicken, turkey and so on, acidic. Okay. Good for you, but you've got to maintain that 20%.
Yeah, okay.
If you go to America, right, the plate's that big, right, and the T-bone's that big. Yeah. Oh. They're already way out of balance. Yeah. Wow. Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So I was interrupted. Did you have any other scales?
The thing to remember, no, that's it. Yeah. So, but the main thing to remember is that always try and eat from 7 up. Okay. Like I said, fruits, vegetables, herbs. That's why we add the herbs. And that's why I recommend to all our patients to grow their own herbs. Even if they grow 6 to 8 herbs, and then even during winter, you can have chives, you can have coriander, you can have parsley, you can have mint. Herbs are very high in alkaline residue. So the more herbs you take with your food, the more chance you are getting in that area.
And there's no limit, is there? Because I know you said like a 20, 80, but you can actually, doesn't matter if you eat more veg and more.
What you remember is, just remember this, any meaty stuff, like I said, meat, fish, chicken, turkey and so on, rice, carbohydrates, even oats, cornflakes, acidic.
Okay.
Fruits, vegetables, herbs, alkaline.
And what about sweet potatoes? Just, is that also?
Potatoes is alkaline.
Oh,
sweet potato is alkaline.
It's alkaline.
Sweet potato is alkaline.
So it's a good thing. Right, okay, so I can have
that. Sweet potato is a strange one. It's alkaline, but if you take a white potato, it's acidic.
Okay.
So if you take chips like crisps, acidic. If you eat sweet potato, alkaline.
All right, so I can have lots of that because I like it. That's really good. Ronald, thank you so much. Fascinating as usual. And I should definitely trying to apply as much as I can because I do like my chicken and my stuff, but I will be cutting down.
Balance it.
Yes, I will balance it. Thank
terrific.
you so much.
Thank you.